Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
8-0, 18-4, 21-6,
19-0. Now they're diving. This isn't looking. Oh no, it's looking fine. Envy's just gonna die. LCK might pay for it, and down he goes. But it's still a winning trade for Gen.G. Yes, they lose their support.
I'm tilted. Just looking at it.
Now, this is a good trade, but Chovy has level 6, so it's not a good trade anymore, and Fate has to flash.
Definitely can't lane against Keen. So then we're rotating Zeri down, but that means a lot of the wave is lost. And we're gonna, I guess, try and dive Keen again, because he doesn't have flash, so...
I don't think this works. In fact, I think Paulo might die. He nearly does, as speaking of dying, Morgan is dead. Down he will go. And that's just a straight-up 2v1. As you mentioned, you know, can he even solo lane? The answer is no.
And they're never diving Keen, right? Like, that's just not happening, especially not with how Kane has been playing towards him.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of the Quinn game. That was, I think, the best Quinn game that I've seen in the LCK last year when KT played around Keen and his Quinn, and it was exceptional as yet. Now we're 3 people, they can dive.
Okay, the Zeri ulted, surely they're okay. They're just gonna engage on an Envy, and you know what? They are totally fine in the 2v3 under the turret. LCK nearly dies himself. And yes, a bunch of damage was done to Envy and Paulo.
Luck at first here, so shying away from the Zeeks, and unfortunately signaling that the era of AP junglers and carry junglers is over again, and we're going back to support.
So now we're just going to have Canyon playing tanks that build support items.
Yeah.
That's not very fun. And this is not very fun for Chovy either, as he will flash at the very end. Does get clipped by pretty much everything there. And Bro will get their second win of the game.
Because he actually doesn't die if it's just Yone, as well as the Rakan. So actually really nicely done there by Gen.G, catching him off guard, getting the ult chain. Turret's still going to go down. And there we see, look,
5 plates. Mid and top at the same time for Gen.G. And now we got a little rotation coming on over, as that's the charm on a 2, the knock-up and the team fight for Bro. Chovy is dead, pays. He's going to be saved by the Maokai, but is he saved actually? Takes a bit of damage, but Fate not able to extend quite as far as he would like to. But LCK is going to have to pay for it now by his life, as nearly gets the knock up there. But now we got Keen in the party, throws Canyon in. This is a 3v5. You don't have to take this, but Gen.G will anyway, as Gen.G is getting low. They get the knock-up on the Keen, and he goes down. And Gen.G, they play with their food for just a little bit too long, and the food attacks back. They will totally wipe Gen.G in the fight.
And Pace tried his darndest, but it's not enough. Gen.G, this
push the tempo here. Press the envelope. We'll see if they can do that. Morgan trying to take this outer and top, but Gen.G as a team getting down there in the bottom side. We're going to take out the turrets. You can see the difference in where the minions are coming from, or rather the gold. His Fate is going to ult on in, but now he's taking a bunch of damage to the Maokai. Chases all the way in. The culling is being blocked by Paulo the Charm. Utilized on the Canyon, but the locket is there as well, just for that extra bit of shielding. And Gen.G will be totally fine. Gets a little bit iffy, but they get the job done.
Want to highlight as well, very late Drake. Like, this might be one of Gen.G's latest Drakes that they've had this season. Actually ends up being Cloud, which they got a lot of champions that can benefit from that on either side, really.
Absolutely. Bro are trying to siege this mid-tier 1. They would really love to take that off the map after the Rift Herald did a big chunk. Here comes Morgan as well. Just really trying to force this. So all 5 members of Bro in mid, and they should be able to take it down, especially because Kane is not there. He doesn't have TP, so Gen.G is going to take the loss. And there is a large amount of CC on the side of Bro. If they can link some of that CC into some of these squishy 80 carries on Gen.G, then a lot of that gold just goes bye-bye, right? If they can just kill one member. And as you're pointing out, Envy is really fed. 5 kills, has a bounty. Doesn't have a lot of CS, but it's still a relatively big Zeri at this point in time. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we have Bro try to come back, but that Maokai ultimate going to put a damper on things, as now the culling thrown in, and a massive true shot barrage going to hit everyone, and Gen.G just disappears. And down goes the Sejuani, and well, having a little bit of positivity there for a moment, but it kind of ended pretty quickly.
Yeah, the one downside of playing still going to be fine.
Yeah, Lahen's built it first still, and so did Palu.
Takes a little bit of time. That is all, as Chovy is just merrily taking the dragon, living his best life. Okay, still not sitting at a sufficient amount of health.
Maybe when he hits level 13?
Yeah, we do have some posturing happening here.
Yeah, Lahen's trying to engage on him. The slow will come down. They're not sure about who to engage on just yet. Pay's just sitting there doing tons of damage, and nobody is able to hit anything onto him. The solar flare comes down. They were waiting, desperate for that Mega Gnar, but it just never happened. And nobody else pressed their buttons. They gave up some vision on Baron, but because they had control of Banana Brush, they were able to retake control of the Baron vision very easily. And yeah, now Lahen's kind of get caught in the same place, and the Maokai ult is going to come in here. This time Gen.G, they want to get aggressive with it, and Pace is just so massive that he's going to kill 2 people before the fight even really begins. His fate is also going to go down, and this one is already a wash. It's just going to be a clean ace to the side of Gen.G, unless Morgan somehow miraculously gets out. That's not going to happen. Nobody dies on Gen.G. Everybody dies on Bro. And game 1, it's over, guys. It's over.
Well, some might even say Brover. Keen's just going to solo the dragon. I thought they were going to also doing a whole lot of damage. Love to see this.
Very bright.
It is.
They might engage, he says. This is doable. And he's the AD carry. You don't talk if you're the AD carry. But you guys got to watch his first-person view.
I'm not sure if he would have hit the wall, but almost looked like he eat out of getting knocked back in. And
there's so much stuff happening. The camera went like 7 different directions before we even saw that Bro members are dying again. Gen.G, it's almost like they took a break. They were like, let's just rest for 10 minutes. I don't know. And now they're like, okay, let's end the game. I'm bored.
Okay, we had our fun.
Yeah.
Well, we
let's put them out of their misery.
Yeah, it shouldn't come as a surprise who I voted for.
I think it's Pace. I think it's, he is up 3 levels on Envy at this point. And Young-Jae, I mean, he doesn't have anything as an R into the wall. And Morgan, you see the ult does get the back. And finally killed Pace. But wait, there's more. There's 2 more AD carries, guys. You killed the Ezreal.
Guys?
You used everything.
Diving very deep.
No, I think it's fine, actually.
They didn't have damage dealers.
Chovy he's untouchable, and Keen is still full health.
Keen's like, guys, can we end?
Just have so many AD carries and you get this far ahead that it's just, Bro need to use everything to kill 1. And there's still 2 left. So the Nexus is going to fall. Gen.G will win this game number 1 in 30 minutes, or after they've had their fun and get their DPM numbers just a little bit higher. And that's
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
You know, he did get his golden road stop, so I don't know about that. But it is good. Still living a great life.
Yeah.
JDG in the LPL.
Just having a good time, no doubt, without us over there.
We're not jealous, by the way.
Yeah, definitely not. Wow, okay, Palu gonna get us started off, as now we do get the handshake, but that's already a lot of damage, and the flail coming out, hitting everybody. Morgan coming over as well, and, well, they don't get anyone. Trying to extend here on a pace, but that Q is the first choice for Palu, and now he's just getting kited out, and now he might actually die. He doesn't have flash, and yeah, he's dead. So that's first blood given over to Paze after that, level 1, as Envy not even able to punish either.
So it started off really well, Veldas.
Yeah.
Just like the late invade in the previous game. And this time around, they do get a lot of sums, but a lot of sums are used by BRION as well. But then Paze showing the power of level 1 Ashe, and even without Halo Blades.
Slow comes in, Envy has to cleanse, and he's just gonna kill the Hens. And now the flash comes in, Envy looking for the 1v2, but it's not gonna happen. Paze able to fight back as cleanse
Boots,
and
as well as a longsword, so his early laning phase is going to be feeling great. The only downside is that I think they're down a little bit of experience. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't know about going in there, Paulo. I don't think you win this longer
Oh,
trade.
they're trying to really get this kill onto Lehens.
No, but
it's not going to happen.
And Cleanse, and he's Ash.
Yeah, he has Cleanse, and Paulo can't get away because he doesn't have Flash. He's just dead, and now Envy is baited in as well. It's just a double kill for the bottom lane of Gen.G. And the whole thing shouldn't have happened.
This isn't fair, okay? This is the weak spot for Gen.G. I don't know what the wave state is, but that's still a bit of a tragedy. As we're taking another look here, so the kill comes in. Envy still level 1, and between the cookie, plus
he says.
Yeah, plus the fact that he gets the feel, or do they feel like they don't really care about the grubs that much? We are rotating 2 people over, so maybe they want to do a late contest, but...
Looking for the kill here on a Fade, who's in a bunch of trouble. That's the block on the ult. He still has Flash, but... Nope, not quite going to be enough to extend that one. I thought maybe Chovy had not used the culling, but he already had. And so Fate,
that's big.
It's over.
For the mental, absolutely pivotal as Keen. Might be some trouble here.
Trying to beat him in as now Youngjae level 6, waiting to throw it forward, gets the stun down, and Keen is dead. They finally find an angle to take him down. It only took 3 people, but it's very nice to get Morgan a better lane state.
Damned if you don't. If you don't roam, then you're going to get pummeled in the 2v2, and your other lanes are also not doing that hard. Then...
Oh, trying to beat Chovy here, and it's actually going to work out. He does opt to flash. Oh, and he gets out of range, but finally the stun comes on in, and he should be going down. There it is. Fate going to pick up the kill, and it's just the roaming gang squad support and jungle trying to make stuff happen. Meanwhile, Envy is just... Look at this, Youngjae, ult available. Fate once again trying to bait in Chovy. I feel like Chovy is not going to respect it, actually. There's the follow-up on the Fate, as now Chovy is pretty low, but he's not going to die. And I kind of saw it coming. I'm like, they don't quite have enough damage to get him across the line, as now True Shot Barrage barely going to miss him. And Chovy will live.
And that's why boots are getting nerfed, Brandon. Right there. That was...
Thank you for the example. Fate does not have Flash, and so he will go down. As Canyon finally is like, you know what? Stop bullying my mid laner. I'm going to help him out, finally.
And Youngjae now, Kraken Slayer done, and Pace is a menace again.
Yeah, he's incredibly fed at this point in time. Fate continues to try to put on pressure, eats a turret shot. Paulo is here, as is Youngjae. Trying to get on into this one. The culling might help a little bit, but I have a feeling Chovy's not getting out of this one, as down he will go. And another great gank from Youngjae.
Pace, arrow.
All right, that's going to hit the Leona. Good block from Paulo, but does he get away? Looks like the answer is going to be no. As that poor Leona, man. Paulo's trying his best, but he's going to get caught out once again into, honestly, kind of an unplayable matchup.
That's a worthy sacrifice. Good for you, Paulo. You got a kill on... Oh, no, it's Youngjae. Well, if it was Fate, it would have been great. Youngjae still going to use the goal, but not nearly as well, as we do have...
5 plates again.
Yes. Chovy also did not waste any time. Immediately TP'd back. Second Drake's going to get taken. Oh, God. Gen.G, I'm just like, BRION, why are you still there? I think maybe they didn't think the arrow would have spotted them. But it did. Everything ends up working out.
As in goes Paulo, he's not going to hit anything, as now we do have a TP coming in, but the hostile takeover hits everything, and that's the issue. But another TP comes in from Morgan. Surely that'll help, as the answer is absolutely no. Fate's going to go down. Morgan is alone as Youngjae gets routed. Envy finally gets there, and Morgan nearly sneaks a kill on the backside of this, as it's not quite an ace, but it nearly looks like a clean ace, as Envy says, well, I'm not getting out of this. I don't have Arcane Shift. I might as well fight, and just kind of looks silly as he goes down to the 5-0. Canyon was on the opposite side with his ult, and it just met in the middle, as both team ults that are amazing in the Bros comp just absolutely wiped them out. And it wasn't super flashy. It didn't get the kills, but it set up everything. Yeah. And now the game is over.
I think there are...
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's an engage into a handshake. Paulo on the Leona with no flash will go down. And we do have another charge. He's going to utilize it down in the bottom lane. He's getting better at his driving. No, I spoke too soon. And I cursed him. He missed it. It's over.
No, maybe he was trying to... We can't know until we hear the comms. Maybe he was just trying to hit Morgan, which wouldn't have done anything because it's Jax and It's doing well.
It is. It's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Bro have identified that, hey, they're going to back off of this push with the Rift Herald, and they're going to go for the Dragon. So where are they not going to be? Top lane. So we can take down the top lane turret, get the objective bounty, and try desperately to claw our way back in this game. All right.
He's just okay, now we know. Now we know. He question mark pinged himself correctly.
Maybe I blocked it out of my memory. I'm not 100% sure. They're just taking a 20-minute Baron, by the way.
This game is clearly done. I want to give
the steal.
Oh,
I was getting hyped. Paulo's gonna flash. He's dead anyway, but you know, might as well flash. Tried to unlock his Hex Flash, which he did do, and you know what? He held Pays in position. But it's not going to be enough, as heal is used by Lehens, gets him out. Yeah.
I was trying to double check, because I think the Viper Lehens roster was in Hanwha.
Yeah, that was Hanwha.
Yeah.
Viper and Lehens.
So I'm missing out. And then Lehens was next year.
Okay, nice block there from Morgan, who's going to hop away. And now we got the flank coming in, but the dodge at a pace, but they just get on top of this. Ash, as you were saying, he's going to go down, but the trade onto Fate is pretty huge. Morgan's going to go on in. As the counter-strike is big, it's going to stun up 3. As Toby is still alive in the backside, has the bailout, looking for the takedown. He will be denied, but Keen, unkillable. Envy doesn't quite do enough damage. The wallets are just a little bit too heavy here on the side of Gen.G. It's much closer than it has to be, but Gen.G are still going to win in the end.
Oh, BRION. I actually, as that.
But it's still Gen.G, and they're still in a 6,000 gold lead at this point in time. As now, ooh, that arrow gonna hit the Yone, but Keen alone against 4, can't really do much. He's trying to clear the wave and stop the push from coming in. Meanwhile, his team, with the last drops of the Red Bull Baron power play, is trying to utilize a push down in the bottom side, and they should be able to get this as the handshake comes in. And actually, they're just not going to
The part about that game is that it was like almost a perfect game as well.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just a loss.
Uh-oh. Engage Renata from the jungle as the hostile takeover comes out, and Envy is just going to get caught by everything. No real way to peel for him. He didn't have Flash. He only has 1 Arcane Shift. And down he goes.
Look at Lehens. He's walking up.
What is happening here? He's just sprinting at the Sejuani. And the Sejuani ult is going to hit, well, the Udyr. As Gen.G once again showing some restraint. They don't have a wave.
Fate, nicely done getting out, but you know when the Yone ult's being used defensively, things are not ideal. As if we didn't have enough sustain.
Maybe it's QSS.
Oh no, Black Cleaver.
Yep.
Bladed the Rune King. It's back, Feldes.
It is back.
No,
What will they do about it?
I don't think they'll do a lot. They're gonna try and play for the fight. Try to get those 2 carries, Valdez.
Yeah, Young Jae, he's not even able to get in the pit. This lineup, not bad, but the root comes in from Canyon to deny Fate entry, as now the hostile takeover is just the cherry on top of this one, as now Morgan in a lot of trouble, and Pays is not even going to go down. They had the bailout available and ready to go on him, and that should do it. Gen.G get a second Baron, and they'll look to push and end the game.
Clean ace from Gen.G. Oh, not an ace. Fate's still alive. It doesn't feel like that's going to really change a whole lot here. As we do need a wave, which they will be receiving shortly. There it is. just tanking it. It's fine.
Fate still does have Flash and ult. If he would like to send one, you know. Instead, he's just going to be hand shook, and then he sends one. Actually, pretty nice, but he will immediately die. So, not going to feel too good. As Gen.G, they're taking a bunch of damage, but they're selling out a lot more than that. As, yep, they'll just hit the Nexus the second they're in danger.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
See you on the next one.